Yeah. So, like, this week alone, like, tomorrow I have the meeting, and then Wednesday I have to coach, and then Thursday I'll have to edit this podcast. I won't have time till Friday, and that's if you don't come over.
Hmm?
I said if I work on it Friday, that's if you don't come over and watch House. But if you come over and watch House, then
On Friday?
yes.
No, usually go over on Fridays. I guess I could.
Well, we usually don't because I have work the next day, but I don't have work this upcoming weekend, and so
Oh,
that's what I was trying to figure out if you were going to come over to watch House or not. If this was going to
depends
be one
if
of the
you're
weekends where you watch what?
depends if you're offering.
Well, that's the thing, right? I won't get any writing done. So, I don't care if you want to watch. If you want to make this a,
Why do you have to be in the same room?
I guess
I watch House, you go right.
I guess I can do that.
We've already seen all the episodes like 8 times, so
I suppose I can write and you can watch House. Suppose that's a possibility. Suppose I can do that. Man, but this book is interesting. I don't have time. So like I wanted to start exercising again. But with having to write, but when I get home, with having to write and then also like exercise and eat dinner and do all that stuff, there really isn't enough time to relax when I get home from work. And I'd rather come home from work and relax rather than, do more work. And everybody's like, well, why don't you work out in the mornings? Then I'd have to probably get up earlier, which means I have to cut more time off from my relaxation at night. And it's the same process, the same issue. And also, it's just like not every day of the week is the same, and not every day of the week do I have time. Luckily, though,
Hey, wait, let me ask you something. What time do you normally come home from work?
it varies. That's the other issue, right? Is like today I didn't get home till 6. But like
Alright.
I got
Let's
home,
say-
but I
what
went
is
to
the
Walmart,
latest?
so it was 6:30.
Let's say 6:30. Okay, that is the absolute latest you come home. What time do you go to bed? Normally
10.
10. That's 3.5 hours. What do you do in 3.5 hours?
3.5
cook,
hours.
right? So
If
in 3.5 hours, right? You make dinner. That should take no more than what, half hour? Then you eat. That's like what, another half hour? That's an hour. What do you do for the other 2.5 hours? Maybe get ready for bed. That's a half hour, maybe.
well, no, so
you
no,
still are left with-
no, Phil. The issue is right. I want to relax, right? So we have 2.5 hours. If I were to then work out for an hour, I only have an hour and a half, and I still haven't written. And some nights it might take me an hour plus to write, the necessary number of words.
Are you on your bike for a full hour though? You told me you
If I were to
you hit
start
5
working
miles.
out, I would work out for an hour.
Oh,
That is my plan. I'm going to go walk, probably. I haven't kind of figured out what I want to do. Because the bike doesn't get my heart up high enough. I don't feel like I gain anything. So,
you could also start off small, 45 minutes or whatever, even 30 minutes. Just fit in 30 minutes, make it consistent, and then start adding more time.
right,
The-
but
the important
again,
thing is just
I have
being
no
consistent.
relaxation time, though.
I got a half hour. Like I took, hey,
That's
and-
not
and-
enough! Phil, that's not enough! When I come home, I'm tired. I just want to sit down and call it a day. But if I gotta freaking eat, if I gotta freaking, and then there are days that I have to edit a video. It's just like when I come, which takes like a podcast takes the entire night.
I guess let's back up a bit. Why are you so tired when you come home?
Because it's 8 hours of dealing with people, and I hate it.
Yeah, but you never had that at Menards. Or
yes, I did.
Well, I feel like you never really expressed it like you did.
That's because it was 10 o'clock at night. I got home, I ate, I went to bed.
No, all right. Well, I guess you've been there for over a year. I haven't really heard you complain until recently.
It's because of the book. If I wasn't writing the book, I wouldn't be bitching because I would have time. There would be time to relax and work out. That's the
finish
issue.
Your book.
Huh?
Finish your book and get to a stopping point and then work out.
No, I told you. I told you. It literally takes me. Some nights it might take me over an hour to write the 500 words.
Well, you're not listening to me though. I'm saying focus on your book now. As soon as the book is done, or at least until you feel like you've written enough, take a break from your book for a month and work out.
I don't know when that's gonna be. Because I want to get in shape before our trip in June.
Oh.
And I don't know when the book's going to be done. It's a piece of art. It's a work in progress, always. Theoretically. So, I have no idea how long it's going to be. I have the foggiest idea. I have no idea how the stories, what speed the story is going to progress at this moment in time. Because I don't know what I'm doing. I just write. That's the issue. If I wasn't writing the book, I would have started working out a month ago. 2 months ago. But it's hard to work. It's hard to write a book, do YouTube, and relax. Because one night a week, this podcast consumes at least 2 nights a week.
My relaxation time is when I sleep. Why don't you do the same? Just make relaxation time when you go to bed.
My relaxation time is watching YouTube, watching Voodoo. That is my relaxation. Sleeping is sleeping. It's 2 different things.
What if you just didn't watch it, like I do?
I'd have withdrawal symptoms. It'd be bad.
You get over it.
No,
Actually,
because I watch it when I'm at work.
I didn't really have withdrawal symptoms this week.
Yes, but I also watch 4 times as much as you.
That is true. We have 3 monitors.
I literally watch way more content than you. I'm constantly... I would constantly be consuming content.
How many hours you watch a day?
I don't know. Because the issue is, if I'm not going to watch YouTube, I'm going to be on my phone looking at Instagram.
TikToks?
Instagram, not TikTok.
Reels?
Yes, Reels. Because I can't focus. Because I can't focus on anything.
That is an interesting point. I've always wondered the effects of TikTok or Reels or Shorts or whatever, if they harm your ability to focus for your short-term attention span.
So for certain people,
I wonder if Reels has started to deteriorate that aspect of you.
No. And I'll tell you why. Some people it does. And I think it works when they're younger. But someone like me, what makes my attention span the way it is not going to be subjected by constantly having new content. Because if a reel is too short, I get pissed off. Because sometimes, like, part 2. I'm like, I don't want to go watch your damn part 2. Just make it one video. And if the reel isn't interesting, you know, like there was a reel the other day. I was watching it. It was interesting. I was like, okay, when's the punchline? Where's the punchline? And the video ended, and I'm like, that was terrible. You wasted 3 minutes of my life, and that was terrible.
3 minutes? How goddamn long are these things that you're watching?
They can be up to 3 minutes.
I have their 30 seconds.
They haven't been 30 seconds in like 2 years.
Oh.
They're making them longer. They're getting into long-form content. Long-form vertical content, which is shit. But, you know, that's whatever. Anyways. And it... So I could see how some people manipulate. But my thing is, I could sit down and watch an hour-long live stream like nothing. I also will sit on my phone at the same time because, you know, it's not interesting the entire 1 hour. Or I'll have it on the background and do something. I can focus on something for more than 2 seconds. It's not like some people who they couldn't do that. They couldn't watch a 10-minute video. They couldn't watch a 30-minute video. I like 30-minute videos. I like 30, 40-minute long videos. I enjoy that. Some people don't. And so reels have not dampened my attention span at all. Because most people aren't conscious of it. I've been forced to be conscious of my focusing since I was in 3rd grade. When they're like, yeah, we need to work on fixing your ADD. So most people aren't self-aware of it. I am forced to be self-aware. And not anymore. I'm just better about it. But it's like the main issue is I'll get like a message and muscle memory will cause me to go open so like muscle memory causes me to I'll open YouTube Studio, I'll scroll through, look at views, look at subs, go to the podcast channel, scroll through that, look at views, close that, open Instagram, go through, watch stories, and then I don't even think about it. It literally just happens. I'll hit the magnifying glass that goes to the Discover page to go look at stuff to watch, and the next thing I know, I'm scrolling aimlessly. I don't even notice it. And I'm like, holy crap. Huh?
Go on.
So someone would be like, hey, I need you to look at something. I'll go to look something up, or I'll go to answer a snap, or go to answer a text. And the next thing I know, I've burned 15 minutes on Instagram. And I'm like, what the fuck just happened? I've noticed that happening recently. But that happened in college too.
Yeah, it's a trap.
And part of the problem is, you know, it is that dopamine thing, because it's like whatever I'm working on at the moment isn't providing me with that
short instant burst of short-term gratification.
Right, and whatever I'm working on at the moment isn't doing that. Because the real issue with writing is I do actually get gratification from writing. It's just harder than scrolling to get that. I get more of it from writing, but it's
something you have to work for, so it's more impactful.
But it's easier to get it from Instagram.
Absolutely, that's why it's called short term, because it's instant and then it goes away. Which is why you needed that quick hit. You needed another hit, essentially. It's like a drug.
It is
you need another
exactly
hit.
A drug.
What?
Thing is, though, I don't get that from. But see, it's weird, right? I don't understand how people get that
because you still
from.
get withdrawal symptoms.
So,
It is absolutely like a drug.
but what I don't understand, no, I get withdrawal from YouTube. I'll go. I literally went an
Oh,
entire
really?
day today. To like
I want you
today,
to go an entire week without going on Instagram and tell me you don't get withdrawal.
Instagram, no, because I went the entire day without looking at Instagram today because we're so goddamn busy. But
Would you go a week though?
yes,
All right, challenge accepted then. All right, 1 week. Next podcast, we'll reconvene. You cannot go on Instagram at all.
can I check
Tuesday
at least
through
other
Sunday.
people's posts?
What?
Can I check other people's posts at least?
No Instagram. Nothing.
I can't check my friends' posts.
Nope.
I can't even check if they send me something. I just ignore them for a week. That's kind of a dick move.
Hey, you said you could. You said you could do it.
Right. I can go without scrolling aimlessly through it, but these are people that I care about and that I like to see what they're doing in their lives.
See,
That's why. That's how I end up on Instagram in the first place. Is I go on, I check to see what people are doing. I'm like, okay, cool, they're doing that, and then I hit the stupid magnifying glass. I can go a week without hitting the damn magnifying glass. That should be the challenge, not looking at people's stuff
See,
and
here's
liking.
the part that you described is exactly why I don't go on Instagram, because I don't care to see how other people are spending their free time, because I'm wasting my free time seeing what other people are doing in their free time. I try to enjoy my free time how I want.
That is how I enjoy it.
I don't want to waste my free time seeing what other people are doing for their free time.
See, here's what I have to. This is. People get pissed off at me for this. So, I come off as nosy. And it's not that I actually care what's going on, it's that I like information. And if I can't get it somewhere else, I want to hear what other people are doing. Whether I actually. So, this is in high school. Somebody would tell somebody a secret, and I'm like, why can't I know the secret? I'm not even involved. I don't even care. And they're like, no, I'm not going to tell you. And I'm like, I looked at them and I tell them, look, I legitimately do not care. I will probably forget tomorrow that you ever told me anything. So you telling me it's going to, make me happy in that moment because whoa, I feel like I feel included. I feel like I'm learning something. And then my brain will be happy. It'll get its dopamine rush, and then it'll dump it because it doesn't actually care. It just wanted the dopamine, and it'll go on. It's like, cool, I feel included, bye. It's the same reason why I couldn't sleep in as a child. I slept in the basement, and for whatever reason, it felt like I was being left out. And so I would wake up early before everybody else did. That way I didn't feel left out when everybody in the house came alive and started doing things. Even though, literally, all it was is just saying, oh, mom got up, ate breakfast, and went back into the bedroom. That's it. That was enough. I don't know why. I've been like that my entire life that I can remember. I legitimately do not care. But I also want to know. I don't know why I want to know. I don't care, because I'll forget about it. But at the same time, it's like, I need to know. So, when I hear people talking about gossip, I want to know. I don't know why I want to know. I just want to know. I'll forget about it. I won't tell other people. You're the only person I'll tell anything like that. But that's because you're removed from, all of my circles. So,
Absolutely.
So I can tell you whatever the hell I want, and it has no effect or bearing on anything. So, that's convenient. That's why I have to do YouTube.
Circle.
That's why I have to do YouTube. Is I also want to tell people information. I want to take it in and regurgitate it constantly. I blame school for that. School constantly gave us information and forced us to regurgitate it. And that's why I like YouTube so much. I like learning something and then regurgitating it back. I also just like the artistic aspect of making a nice video. And that gratification of, wow, I did that. Like the Ultron video. I know no one else seems to like it, but no one's, it's only got like 18 views or whatever. But, I put 6 hours of my life into that. For just editing. I put 12 hours of work into that video. Probably. Yeah, about 12 hours of work. Give or take a few hours. As where the microscope video, I probably put, well, if we don't include the money it cost me to make the video, it cost me 6 hours of my life, if that. It cost me half the amount of time. So there's that. I will take up the challenge, but as long as I can at least go and check what my friends are doing.
See, it's just so hard for me to trust. I don't know.
If you don't believe me,
I guess it's more or less like just an honesty thing.
Well, yeah. I mean, I could literally tell you, I'm not going to go on Instagram, and then.
Well, no, but I mean, like, I don't know.
If you want proof. All you'll have to do is look at my things I've sent to my friends.
What does your phone tell you hours spent on an app?
I think it's a bi-weekly basis though. Or something jank.
But see, my phone will tell me how much time I spent on every single app every single day.
That's because that's what they do. And
Well, yeah, that's what Apple does.
I mean, I've never.
Basically, what I'm looking for is that your time spent is like 5 minutes a day. Okay, that's all it should take, right?
It does tell me, but it doesn't tell me hours. It just tells me percentage of my battery.
Is there not a button to click on to change it to minutes? Because I know Apple can do that. It will tell you percentage as well as minutes.
Oh, okay. Here we go. The issue is it also has background.
Well, it flows out of the app, though.
This also only breaks it down by since last full charge.
Also, it doesn't do what my phone does.
I guess I can do last 7 days. And it breaks it down by day.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, I want to see that your time spent is like less than like 10 minutes a day. That's all it should take, right?
Yes, as long as they don't send me something that's like, as long as they don't send me a bunch of stuff that's, long. So, yeah.
I don't get how you come across as naff for not reading their posts.
Because I go from liking everything they send and watching it to gone.
Well, why do you like every single thing they send? You should just like the best things. That way they know when they send something good. Otherwise, it just kind of defeats the purpose of the like button.
Rooster, they do that. I mean, truth be told, they do that for mine, but also, like, they do send only good stuff. Actually, no, I take that back. I don't like everything AK sends.
Oh, that's one person, though. It defeats the purpose because to me, the like button should mean something. Like when someone gives you a like, it's like, oh, crap! I did. Apparently, they were impressed by that. Whatever it was, I said, or
it's also a way of showing them that I actually watched what they sent.
It was impressive, and to me, that is more meaningful than just liking every single thing they send. Because then it's like, then it's just like, nothing really stands out.
Okay. But also, Rooster doesn't send something that isn't good. He's been doing this longer than I have, and he has much higher standards than I do. Because I send everything.
Well, like I said, though, you could still just become more critical of what he sends and just like the stuff that's like absolutely 10 out of 10. You know, because
I
maybe there's something like
like
9 out of 10.
he
Something
he
that's
sends
9
like
out of 10.
1 or 2 posts a week at the most sometimes. So what he sends is good. Period.
But is every single thing worth liking? There's nothing that's just boring, like just like, okay, whatever.
Unless I've already seen it, which is very rare, no. Like AK, yeah, I won't like all of his stuff because he sends boring stuff sometimes.
I don't know who those people are. AK?
I can't say their names, so. The German? AK's the German?
No idea.
Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. Point is, I can go a week without Instagram. I've gone 3 days without it. No problems whatsoever. I didn't miss Instagram at all when I was in that chamber.
So let me ask you something then. On your phone right now, what is your average time spent on Instagram?
Well, this weekend was really bad because I
Say the number.
I don't know. God damn it! I
I'm
opened the wrong
curious.
thing. I have no idea for this weekend.
You said
was,
it told you last 7 days.
yeah, this weekend was really bad.
Let's hear it.
Well, I gotta dig because it wasn't just. God damn it! Wait, what is this? So today, for Instagram, I only spent 27 minutes.
Okay.
We skipped to
Last week's average.
we skipped to Friday. Last Friday I did an hour and 11.
Okay.
Last Thursday was hour 21. I think this is last Wednesday, 51 minutes. And Tuesday, hour 24.
I want to hear Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday was 2 hours, 54 minutes. Sunday was 2 hours, 20 minutes.
So how would you spend those 2.5 hours on the weekend? 'Cause I think that's where it's going to get you. The weeks are manageable, right? The weeks you could easily find something to keep you occupied. It's the weekends that I think will get you.
No, because so a lot of that is actually what happens is I was getting up early, not intentionally, just I had to pee, or I get woken up from a dream, or I dazed out of a dream, and then a thought popped in my head and I couldn't fall back to sleep. One of those like 3 or 4 options. And then I can't sleep. And I sit there for a little bit and I contemplate, what do I do? And it's like, I don't have enough energy to go and start just getting ready for the day. So I grab my phone and I sit there on Instagram for, could be an hour. It's like I just don't want to get up. I don't want to turn on the freaking light and get blinded. It's just, I just don't want to go through that. So I
Well,
sit
that's the
there.
other thing, because even if you do avoid Instagram, I feel like you'll just resort all your time then to YouTube.
Not necessarily. I was trying to take a dump. Was it
So what would you
earlier?
actually?
At some
So
point.
what would you actually do? Because not what you would want to do, but what would you do though?
I don't know. Read email. I don't know. Scroll through emails. Scroll through Twitter. I hate Twitter, but I'll scroll through it. I hate
That's my
Facebook, but I'll
point though.
scroll through it.
You're gonna resort to something else to keep
Yeah.
your mind off of it for a week.
Scroll through Hinge. Of course, Hinge doesn't take very long. Neither does Tinder or Bumble.
You're avoiding one addiction by feeding it with another.
Oh, those aren't. Those are just pain. Well, I can't sit there and write on the crapper. The crapper
Well,
is time I'm not getting back. I actually
back in
do kind of
back
need.
in the day, people used to just sit there, do their business, and leave.
Yeah, but see, I also need constant information coming in. So it's either that or I'll read. It's actually kind of difficult for me to take a crap without some sort of stimulus. It's bad. Sometimes I can do it.
You've let yourself get to that point.
Sometimes I actually need to just turn it off so I can crap. Other times, I literally cannot pee or crap without it because it's like I'm kind of teetering on the edge of actually needing to go, and so I get something that takes my mind off of it, and then I'm able to relax and go. I use it to pee all the time.
I think you have an addiction.
I do it so I can pee a lot.
You know what we need to do? We need to do another no Wi-Fi thing.
The thing is, it's not hard to just stop. I can do it. I've done it before, and I'll do it again. It's not difficult. It's not. People act like it's the end of the world. It's not. It's not difficult just to not do it.
Well, I'm just curious how you're going to feed your addiction.
Not. If I were actually addicted, I wouldn't do anything at all. I wouldn't even do this podcast. I wouldn't even watch any YouTube. I would literally spend every waking moment doing something else. I would be on.
No, that's not what addiction is. People who are addicted to smoke don't smoke every hour of the day. They have smoke breaks. You have Instagram breaks.
I'm not that. Yes, I'm bad. But it's also to your outside observer that you don't do that because you don't do anything at all.
Yeah.
I've quit it before, and I could do it again. It's not. It literally, there isn't any. There's no withdrawal whatsoever. It's just okay. I don't do it, and I don't do it. Go a whole week.
So what would you do instead? That's the thing, though. You have to feed your addiction with something.
I would like to thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. New podcast every Friday, 12 p.m. Central Time, and good night.